Think of it so far.
It's pretty good. This is the second year for the team, so they did doing a good job so far. We got Brian here working on some wireless stuff. We got Kyle here, he's looking up information. Ben's focusing on Windows stuff, and then Nathaniel's kind of the catch-all guy.
The two of us that are graduates, although we're involved with security, we don't actually do security work.
So let's ask this is Nathaniel for anyone who's watching. He won it last year. So what do you think of this compared to last year?
Definitely harder. So
Good.
This is really deep. I think the biggest thing I've seen here is I don't think I've seen a single other challenge with as much sort of breadth of service. You've just got a lot of different infrastructure set up, a lot of services, a lot of style of stuff. So it's really great in that aspect of it. But again, I think here you have as much or more work put into the challenges because you have just so much infrastructure and a lot of stuff set up with a lot of different style of things. So that's very cool to see. And also, the thing that you guys have that some of the other ones don't is that it's every one of them is like a actual real world thing that you're liable to see. These are actual vulnerabilities that are set up. Whereas some of the other ones, they sort of make a trade-off. The question is, do you want to make it real world and therefore common knowledge? Like a real world exploit I can Google for, I can get a tool for, I can find these things for, which you want here because you want to teach people that. You want them to learn what matters. Some of the really hardcore games that are like, no, you have to come in and learn it all from scratch. We're going to design this custom ground up binary, and again, you have to reverse engineer it, disassemble it, figure all that out. So they want you to have to kind of throw it and do it fresh there, which, like I said, makes it less realistic, unfortunately. In that regard, some of them are a little more contrived, but they're also more difficult challenges because of that. They really want to kind of challenge you. So there's advantages and disadvantages to both. It depends on what you're shooting for.
I think that's really kind of where we are with this one, is that in trying to like increase, really we're hoping to get programming, we're hoping to get web guys, we're hoping to get guys who are just here watching that are saying,
I could do that.
Not even I could do that. I did that.
Yeah. Oh, I implemented that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the more we raise the awareness, and we do training for this stuff, we do the defense angle of all of this stuff. So it's just hoping to raise awareness and give people a better idea of what's going on, and to help the people who actually know what they're doing around here to maybe sharpen their skills a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is the best. I've like different slides and different presentations I've done, and some are like for the programmers, and it's just a very different sort of trend. When you talk to a security person, you can talk about all the vulnerabilities, and they know what you're talking about. When you talk to a programmer and you say buffer overflow, maybe they heard it once, maybe they know what it is, but if they ever actually exploited it, they know how to defend against it, and all the different variants on it, and the ways that you land it, and how you can make it difficult. There's a lot that goes into that, so yeah, it's definitely a different sort of audience, and you have to very scale it appropriately. So that's why I think here you have struck the right balance in terms of here's all the things. Look, these are all the different types of kind of attacks that you kind of have to worry about, and so you need to secure your input when you're writing a web program. You need to change default passwords. You need to not display error messages and leakage, and all these basic common sense things that will stop 90% of the stuff you got up there. And that's yeah, for what you're going for. That's exactly what you guys have done. So
I like talking to somebody. Just for example, like we did we put out a newsletter. We did an entire newsletter on just input validation.
Yeah.
All the articles and everything on input validation and stuff. So it's nice to hear somebody actually, because we're so used to dealing with people who were helping that it kind of validates your own worldview.
The security, see, I come from I love going to DEF CON and reading the latest research papers and exploitation, and that to me is what I love. It's been, I have to work and remember, and I've learned this because I've given presentations that have been entirely not useful because I aimed at the wrong audience. So I've definitely had to learn that what security geeks and hackers and people tend to think of as normal and well understood is not outside our world. And so even some of the most basic techniques bear repeating in simple explanations and easy diagrams, anytime you go outside that audience. So it really is, yeah. You see a lot of aha moments, like you were saying, like, oh, I've done that. Yeah, you can't give a security presentation in a room of 20 people and not have 18, 19 of them go, done it, for like every type of vulnerability you can come up with.
Okay, last question. How long did it take you to do this one?
To do this one? All of it? I don't know. I haven't seen all of the binaries. probably could win. I do want to. I don't want to sound too arrogant, but I think I've the couple of times I've seen something that said do that. There's been keys falling out. So I think I probably could win it. With 2 or 3 people, I know I could finish it all. Whether I don't know if I probably wouldn't get them all in 2.5 hours, just because you don't think of everything. You always overlook something. You miss one little piece, or you don't think of some component. So I'm sure I wouldn't get them all, but I could probably do okay. I'd probably get a couple of them. Most of the other CTF type things, or most of the other challenges like this, tend to be online. Most of them, or more of them, tend to be online. The ones that aren't, trying to think. Yeah, I think the best thing to compare to is more of the online ones. There's a number of online ones. Hack This Site, Hacks.tour, IO Smash the Stack. There's a bunch of different sites that people have set up to demo some of this stuff on. And some of them are more known, standard ones like this. Some of them are more CTF style. Here's a binary, reverse it, exploit it, and some of them are kind of in between. But I don't know that I've ever seen. I've put on a couple kind of myself, little ones, just for different groups. But no, especially the size. I don't know that I've seen kind of a big regional, not affiliated with a conference, just doing it to do it. So that's, again, when you guys asked me if I want to come up here, I was excited to do it because I really do like to see, the aha moments when the people are just like, oh, I can break into this. I like this. I mean, there's that first time you do that, that's a great feeling. So I do very much enjoy it, and I hope you guys continue to grow.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
How'd you guys do?
Tied for first.
Oh, good.
We're ineligible anyway.
Yeah, they told us we can't. They came in and told us that we can no longer compete. Yeah.
We have to realize that for next year.
I can't be
see that in the rules.
Yeah.
They should put a time limit on it.
Was anyone watching the wireless networks in here? Were any of you guys watching any of that? We got a little plug-in.
What was it?
We hacked the HL hack target box, and when we were hacking it, we ended up clearing out all the RAM, so we lost all the settings and the flags. So I just renamed the box to broadcast.
Yes, we
to
saw
everybody.
that happen.
Yes.
Nice.